Hello, hello. This is Blues with Saturn Blues Gaming, and welcome back to Scarlethollow, a visual novel game where you dictate all the choices made and lead either people to tragedy or happiness, all in a small town of Scarlethollow. This is part 4 of the Scarlethollow series. I should have a playlist right up here right nowish. And so we're starting off in the middle of chapter 3. So if you want to check out that playlist and see all the previous parts, by all means go right ahead. If you want to pause this and check that out, you can. All in all, I'm having a great time with Scarlethollow. But now, let's continue our adventure, shall we? And that's heading to recess. All right, shall we head out? There's no voice acting here, so for your voice acting award consideration, please nominate me, Blues. The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at recess. You once again find yourself in front of Reese's house. A cold hesitation grips you as the building looms over the hilltop. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later. The sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlethollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Stella. Okay, but what if she yells at us? It's too late. The door swings open. Hey. Reese! Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Blues, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Blues updates. Gretchen starts yelping at Reese, straining against Stella's grip as she tries to get between them. Are they here already? I knew you to show up early, Stella. And you brought the dog. Great. Yeah, I thought she might cheer Reese up. I don't know what's gotten into her all of a sudden. The dog stays outside. But it's okay, Stella. We can let her chill in my van for a bit. I'll run the AC and leave her some treats. You know how I always have some of those easy chew dog jerky stashed away. But we go everywhere together. Do you want to come in or not? Kanika nervously tugs Stella away towards her van. What about you, Blues? Are you coming in? Oh, sure. You know, I'll be happy to come in. Yes, sirree, Bob. M-O-O-N. That spells sure. Wow, a fucking... Oh, jeez. A fucking... a Mice and Men reference in 2025. That'll bring in the subscribers for sure. You follow Reese and Dr. Kelly inside. Stella and Kanika aren't far behind you. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chilly air, but the building itself feels too sterile. Uncomfortably tidy to the point where you are nervous to touch anything. Oh, okay, quick story. I went, back when, I was not, the sickly VTuber you see here today. I would hang out with friends all the time, and one of my friends had an uncomfortably sterile house. They had no pictures on the wall, there was no decorations, it was just white and grays. And I felt so awkward. It was like even though I knew they stayed in that house for like years, it really felt like they had just moved in, and it was so awkward. Like it was legitimately awkward. I did not like it very much. And it was crazy too because the person was like super like friendly and like super warm and outgoing and caring, but their place felt so empty. I don't know what that says about their, I don't know if that says anything about like their mental state or anything like that, but those places make me deeply uncomfortable. It's like living in a hospital room. Okay. I kind of went off the plot there. Let's continue. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on a wall, you'd be half convinced you'd wander into a real estate showing. Oh, into a real estate showing. Also, way to be a dick and point out the store-bought dinner rolls. You know, not everyone can have Stella's delicious home cooked biscuits and scrambled eggs. Like, seriously. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around in my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner, and you can leave my house and go on about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have some time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to a disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. I wish I can do, like, I have a specific, like, voice for Reese, but I don't think my voice can, you know, reflect that. It hasn't been the same since long ago. You make your way towards the basement stairs. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined in his studio. Discarded canvases line its edges, while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corner of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. They really hate. No, don't worry though, they love it there. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourself comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately. Haven't been cleaning much. So, your mom really looks out for you. That's one way to look at it, I guess. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. So, as a perpetually, you know, bubble boy, a part of me really, like, a lot of me vibes with Reese. You know, suffering from a uncurable secret disease. Like, even though mine is more like, I know what it is, but for a long time I didn't. You know, kind of hiding out in the world, never going out of it. Like, it's been 5 years since this affliction struck me. And I'm pretty much, when I say I'm a bubble boy, I mean I'm a bubble boy. So, seeing Reese kind of go through it makes me, you know, very understanding. You know, and I feel for his mom too, because, you know, my mom takes very, you know, good care of me. You know, she's very calm and understanding. Like, she doesn't lock me away to this extent, you know, because at least she lets me go out to see, like, the doctors, or if I have, you know, enough strength to go out to the grocery store with my dad and things like that. But she's not like, you know, Reese's mom, you know, but the stress aspect of it is how I kind of feel, like, bad for and understanding for. Used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. Just like you said, she's just looking out for me. Nah, I'm good with the flirting. I get that. She's just worried about you. Are you sure it's it's not just that I did something wrong and she's never forgotten it and will hold it against me until the day I die? Actually, Kanika, I think she admires you. She says you have good work ethic and she has a lot of respect for people like that. Really? She said that? Whoa, then I can't imagine how mean she must be to the people she doesn't like. I think she's usually nicer to them. That's how you know you've really messed up. What about me? Does she say any things about me? Do you want to know? Well, when you say it like that, no, I'll just keep imagining us as very good friends. Do you need us to sneak you out of here? This place feels like a prison. So as I've recounted throughout the episodes I've done, I have two traits. I have mythical and I have street smart. Whenever one of them appears, I'll always go with that choice. But if mythical comes before street smart, I would choose mythical. So the order is mythical, street smart, and then other choices. Do you need to sneak her out of here? This place feels like a prison. Unfortunately, the prison we're dealing with here is my body, not my room. Ooh, that line actually hits a little bit too close to home, actually. Oh, fuck, that hits a little bit too close to home. Oh, man, I can't. Ooh, shit, that's rough. Are you sure there's nothing we can do? Your company is plenty. It's so nice to have living people down here for a change. Yeah, this character's hitting way too close to home. No, I'm kidding. It is hitting really close to home, but it's not like I said, it's really not that bad. Like, I'm lucky to be surrounded by people I care about and being able to do as much as I can already, you know? I feel grateful enough with that. You know, we'd visit more if your mom let us. Did she tell you she turned us away yesterday? She said we couldn't even talk to you. It's a little controlling. You came by yesterday? She didn't tell me, but I was probably asleep, that's all. She didn't want to wake me up, and I don't think that's her being controlling or anything. Not to cast any doubt on that, but she did say I couldn't bring you any food. She knows that that's how I show my friends how much I appreciate them. Yeah, it's her love language, you know? Acts of service. And she knows I can work around all kinds of allergies and intolerances. Not gonna lie, it felt weird. I don't know. My body's pretty particular when it comes to food. Ooh, yeah. That's hitting Haris is hitting too close. He's hitting too close. She just prefers to have full control over what I eat, so. And that's where I'm lucky, because I don't have, no one controls what I eat. Like, they'll give suggestions and stuff. I'm like, hey, maybe you should eat this a little bit less or that. But they don't outright control what I eat, which is really good for me, you know? Okay, maybe that does sound controlling. But it's for a good reason. If I eat the wrong thing, it could really mess me up. So she has to regulate my food. Your whole situation's gotta be rough. Sorry. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this thing for a while, so you don't have to worry or feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. Make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep most food down. My skin always itches like there's worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time, or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get any better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. Yeesh! Oh. Just yeesh. Oh. It's rough. It's rough out here, fam. And geez, do I feel seen. So, I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me. My future is unknowable. But one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everyone else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese. I may be a goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art. I'm doing fine, really. True, we all join the worms one day. We've got to make the best of what we've got. See? Blues here's get me. Stella, maybe it was a mistake to get these two together. So I want to really explore. Like, I legit do want to explore all of these. But I want to leave some mystery for, you know, people that have seen this playthrough and want to kind of play it themselves. So I think dinner's got to be ready right now. Almost on cue, Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen, "Dinner's on the table!" And guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. I don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. Just gonna go wash my hands. No use saying anything here. It's probably best to just silently comply. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. More than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it. Something dark and void. You felt this before. In the dusty tunnels you narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum, like a muted scream heard through layers of rock trying to draw you towards it. You feel lightheaded. You are compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Something wants you to find it. Ooh, that's a lot of open the doors. Ooh, I kind of wanna. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand. Your heart full of both deep dread and compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well, a dark presence lies beyond the door. Can't you feel it? Can't you feel it calling out? That's called a draft, and there's nothing dark about it. It's just cold air. Now stop being weird and wash your hands already. Everyone's waiting on you. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind that door. Oh, no you don't. Come on, wash your hands and sit down. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, clinging up under her watchful eyes and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Dinner's already laid out. Dinner rolls, spaghetti, and a light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food. Stella's nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense. His shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to his. Dr. Kelly eyes you all with sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. Given her protectiveness towards Reese, you find it odd that he's seated between the two of you, rather than the other way around. It's almost as though she's guarded, not only towards you, Stella, and Kanika, but towards her son as well. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. Is the pasta sauce homemade? No, it's from a jar. Over too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. We have excellent taste and brands. And if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No, thank you, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. You didn't tell me I'm sorry. You didn't tell me they came by yesterday. You were asleep. I didn't want them to wake you up. But you could have told me. Why? They were coming over today anyway. I don't know. I just would rather know these things. Noted. Noted, but she won't do anything about it. Her son will remain in the dark. Ho 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 ho. Hey, I feel like stirring a pot. Let's stir the pot. You know, I think I saw a video online about a family like yours. It turns out the mom had been poisoning her kid for 18 years. The dinner table goes silent. Oh yeah, I think I saw that one too. Wild stuff. Is that so? The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. Why didn't you want me poking around at the clinic? You seemed awfully guarded about me checking out that door. Because it's closed. Doctors don't usually just let people wander around their clinics. Very true. Very, very true. Very true. Of course, Dr. Kelly, we would never. I'm sure Blues is just joking around, right, Blues? You know, I can't ever say I felt drawn to the place before, but the scenery is starting to make me feel awfully compelling. Stella, don't you think getting any ideas from Blues? No one is playing hide and seek in my private offices. Not today, not ever. Blues, she doesn't need any more bad influences. Yeah, but what if it is haunted? This place was built out of an old Civil War hospital, right? It was a TB clinic too. Double haunted. I can't believe I've never went ghost hunting here. Are you sure you don't want us to check it out? We'll have a whole bunch of extra experiences after tonight. It's not haunted. Now drop it. The more you talk, the less you feel like you're having a conversation, and the more you're treading on eggshells. Let's just return. Let's just remain silent. I feel like things are about to, get pretty bad. So let's, remain silent, and pick at our store-bought spaghetti and dinner rolls. Like, it's so petty. It's so petty to note that it's store-bought. So I was wondering if maybe we could watch a movie sometime this week while Blues is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can't handle a movie, Doc. He doesn't even call her mom. He calls her Doc. That's crazy. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You always overestimate how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better. I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone, just because seeing my friends has deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask for permission from my mom just to have friends over. In short, Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it! I knew it! I knew this would be too much. Everyone get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs friends the most. Okay, Stella. Sweetie. I've locked in my romance to you in the last chapter, yeah? Or in the last episode. But this is not My Little Pony. Friendship is not always going to save the day. People are going to get hurt. People are going to be sad. Friendship can't fix everything. No, now's when he needs me the most. I am his doctor, and I am his mother, and I'll get the fuck out of my house. I know you care about him. I know that, and he knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. We have stuff to do anyways. Good. Then go away and do it so I can focus on taking care of my son. The three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. Hope you feel better soon. Arrivederci, Reese. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. Do you really think Reese's mom is poisoning him? If she is, I swear to God. She wouldn't. That's just too horrible. Who could do something like that to their own kid and for so long? No, there's no way. Y'all are barking up the wrong tree. Seems far-fetched and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. The door to the clinic felt like it had the same pull on me as the carving in the mines. Do you think something's back there? I didn't mention it last night, but when I saw the carving, it gave me a vision of what happened in the old collapse and the old Scarlet's pinning the blame on Charles Shaw. There's another one of those things in there. I can feel it. Whoa, really? Do you think it would give you another vision? What if this is related to the ditchlings? You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not bringing it to Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Blues got. Do you think Reese might have a supernatural affliction? Like related to what you felt in there? If he did, why wouldn't Dr. Kelly have it? Oh, kind of like he's a vampire? Like, I can actually see that, really. It makes more sense if he just has a genetic condition, assuming there isn't any foul play. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on, and she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. But at the same time, he was fine, you know, up until she told him to take those 2 pills. And then bam. Hurt. Look, I'm just saying maybe there's more to their dynamic than him just being sick, but it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's grab Gretchen and get going. The sun is setting and we wouldn't want to miss a second of Ghost's action. Stella hurries off down the hall, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Yeah, Stella tends to do that. She tends to run away from her problems, you know? Like, she fucking dips the other way. Like, she's like Jimmy from Mouthwashing when he's in the tunnel and it says, take responsibility. He just walks backwards. So he doesn't turn around and face it. He just walks backwards to run away from it. He's such a scumbag. Oh, but anyway, Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building in a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika's right. Maybe ghosts aren't real and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in there. You can feel it stir as the sun sets and daylight fades away. You can't help but feel like you're about to walk into a slasher movie. You run through all the mental lists of everyone who's joining you, trying to figure out if you make it to the end. Will we be a final girl or will we be the first one? Honestly, if I was put in a movie like this, I think because of my sickly, nature, I think I'd be the first one to get hit. Like real talk. Like the realest of talks, I'd be the one that gets killed. I'd be the one that gets killed on there we go. I don't know why I blinked out. This is the problem. But no, I'd be the one that gets killed before anybody knows the danger is there. Like I'd be going to the bathroom and then fucking Jason comes in and just and that's it. Like no one would even know there's a serial killer yet. That's where I sit. And if I'm lucky, I could be like somebody that like is out at the dock, like out on like in another state while it's happening, and then I return. But anyway, I think I would be first, or not even in the movie. Who are you kidding? If anyone has final girl energy, it's Stella or Kanika. See, like I said, I'd be the first one out. But honestly, I think Kanika would be the final girl. If I had to choose between one of those two, it'd be Kanika. She has a good head on her shoulders. She's not fully into the whole, monsters and ghosts and things like that. Stella would be the second to last girl. Like, she'd be the one to be like, hold them off. Like, I'll hold them off. Go, Kanika, go. And then like her head would get thrown through a window like later. That's Stella. Like, I feel like that'll be like her. She'll be the second to last. And then Kanika would be the last girl. I went on a tangent there, I'm sorry. Just as its exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark. Its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended quite some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them as they left. Hey, Oscar, are you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in the library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Yo, DILF alert. The DILF has arrived. He has arrived. Matter of fact, like, you guys didn't know this, but I always take screenshots of oh, wait a minute. Where am I? Oh, no. I'm back. Where was I? I was just gonna say I take screenshots so I can have my thumbnails, but I was just in this deep, dark place all of a sudden. I don't know where I was. So, but one of the screenshots is gonna be him, and it's gonna have DILF on there. Investigating the DILF's haunted house. That'll be the next episode, or that'll be the title. No, it won't, because I won't get many views. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina is situated in the back room. Alexis is gonna keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. So Rosalina's girlfriend is there. Dope. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How's she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Alexis has been by her side nonstop she's been a really good friend. Inverted commas. Friend. Like, it's funny because like I was watching like in the whole mine situation, she was really like you could tell that girl had some heart eyes on her. Also, please view Heart Eyes. I heard it was really good. Rosalina and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into her real home in no time. I've come fully loaded. Got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video camera, salt, flashlights for everybody in case ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies, and a paper for automatic writing, matches, and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys, but you never know what might come in handy. Kanika, you better say what I'm about to say right now. Okay, I wasn't gonna say quite that. So, as you could tell by, you know, my beautiful, you know, my beautiful skin and my voice, I am black. I don't know why I said it like that, but I'm black. And as a black person, we tend to be very, like, spiritual. And the minute I saw Ouija board, I was like, there's no way I'd be caught. Like, yeah, okay, you have to understand. If a Ouija board ever came into this house, or to any houses I've lived in before, my mom knew the Ouija board and me would be kicked out. We don't play that. We're very spiritual, you know. So it's like we don't play a Ouija board shit. Wait a minute, now that I think about it, Kanika's a goth girl, like in her own words. Well, you know what? Because like goths are usually deeply into that, but she's like straight-laced. She's a straight-laced goth. How does that work? How the hell does that work? Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. You know, the mines that the children yearned for before it collapsed. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once things start getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, but that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again, and someone's coming in. Yo, Avery! What's up, Nibbling? How's it going? Hey, I hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you can make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. Hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, is that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all really covered all your bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff when people tell me they saw a ghost. Who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. There's something back there. I can feel it. Really? This is so exciting. I can't wait to finally see a ghost. Yeah, exciting's a word. As someone here for the thrill of being terrified, it's the word I'm here for. Oh, door's opening. Someone else is coming. We'll see how you two feel about that once things get started. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Z. No way was I gonna forget your promise, Stells. Z, glad you can make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. He needs some time to ease his mind. Fuck. and Arrested Development reference in 2025. The hip hop group, not the TV show. That'll really bring the subscribers in. Now let's go mess with some ghosts. Hope my house is big enough for 6 hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back, follow me. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts kicking off. Haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she was really convincing. Yeah, really convincing. What, with you two smooching? That's what you two were doing back there. Fucking having fucking girl kisser, Alexis. Oh, hi Z, what's up? Yo. Who's Alina? Let her come with. It's her house too. Yeah, I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around in libraries any different than hobbling around in our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I've got to learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds, and our house is 1 story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oscar sighs. The answer is no, Rosa. You need to rest. As if I can't get any rest in that crappy little back room. I want our house back. I'm coming with you. Crappy? Since when do you use language like that? And we have this taken care of. Nearly half of the town is here to help. What are you gonna do, old man? You can't stop me. I'm injured, remember? I'm not that old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm as grounded as I can get. And I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything. That's because you're on painkillers, Rosa. It doesn't mean that. But Rosalina ignores him, grimacing but confident. She hobbles forward on her crutches. Oscar says and does nothing to stop her. Okay. Oh, you pushover dilf. Okay, is that all of us? Y'all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on wooden furniture. And there's that feeling again. Like the mines, like the door to the clinic. A dusty, suffocating, dizzying feeling. Something's in this house. Though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you cannot know. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. I don't remember that picture being on the floor, but how could it be non-supernatural? None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. But I'll set up a camera in here in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's why I've seen the ghosts manifest. It's just down the hall. Up! Oscar and Kanika startle as the door swings open. The gang's all here. The gang is all here. I can't believe the gang is all here. Hold it. You're not taking my cousin alone on any of your little hijinks without me. Tabby! I can't believe you've had the audacity to give me the slip earlier today, Blues. After I've explicitly told you not to, at least you did me the courtesy of letting me know exactly where you'd be tonight so I didn't have to waste my time looking for you. Wait, Blues, you invited her? Wow, Blues, you really brought the whole gang together today. The gang's all here! Fucking the SpongeBob meme with the with the 3 fingers. The gang's all here. Endure. Okay. Hold on, I gotta stop. Focus, Blues. I have every right to be here, Kanika. My family built this place, you know. Yeah, I know. We all know. Blues, what made you think inviting her was a good idea? What? I like her. We're friends. Really? Yeah, so what? Like it's weird to be friends with your cousin? Wow, Blues, do you know do you have any idea how hard it is to get those two in the same room? This is amazing. Yeah, amazing, that's a word for it. Okay, real talk, the realest of talks. If I could, I would ship these two in a heartbeat. That enemies to lovers is just fantastic. But I did promise, like, when I run through this game again, because this is after the Untold Road update came out, so I may stream this. So I may, or actually I will stream this on Twitch. I don't know when, but I will stream it all, and I'll be romancing Kanika this time. And my entire goal is to get Stells and Tabitha back together. But if I had the option to get Nika and Tabby together, I would in a fucking heartbeat. Or if I could get Avery and Kanika together, I would. Like Avery needs some love. Like, they're too cool to not get love. Sounds like we're in for an interesting night. I'm glad I didn't stay in the same town with people I went to high school with. No wonder small towns have so much drama. I wonder if the ghost will even show with as many people around. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same, I've got chills. Set temperature gun says it's actually a couple degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Speaking of cold, jeez, that was a cold burst of air. Oh, it's cold in here. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Good job, Z. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there's something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. All right, gang. No, come on, let's get some real action. Cause you know what? I'm not gonna Freddy from Scooby-Doo. I did not mean to click. God damn it. See, this is why I said I'd be the first one to get killed. Stupid mistakes like that. I didn't even mean to click that. All right, gang. I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. It's fucking Scooby-Doo over here. Oh, if that's so, I call dibs on Blues. In your dreams, Stella, Blues is sticking with me. We'll search the least dangerous room, like a bathroom or a closet. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Ghost or no, splitting up is always recipe for disaster. And this is why Kanika would be the one to survive to the end. She has common sense where I don't and where Stella doesn't. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? You know, cause busting makes you feel good. Okay, never mind. Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols for every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt in some jars for ectoplasm. So she's like Benny from The Mummy. Like, remember when he's if anyone's seen The Mummy, they know what the scene I'm talking about, where Imhotep is like approaching him. He's going, Imhotep, and then Benny's like fumbling around with all of his chains. He's going, he's doing every prayer from every religion until he falls on the Jewish religion, and the first thing Imhotep says, the language of the slaves, and then he just fucking, and then that's how Benny's life gets spared, being mistaken for a whole ass slave, Egyptian slave. It's the worst. Is it? So it's kind of like that. And if worse comes to worse, we can always use this Ouija board to politely ask it to leave. Aren't the Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon in the house or something? Yep, exactly what my mom feared. And exactly what every black person fears. Once you open, because like once you open that tooth, once you can't put that toothpaste back in the tube once it's out. So it's like once it's there, and it's over. Ouija boards are toys. The only power they have is scaring kids at slumber parties. Tabitha, Tabby Cat, you are in a horror movie. Shit, I tried to do Barbossa's quote from Pirates of the Caribbean, and I fucked that up. That sounds like fun. We might as well try, right? What's the worst that could happen? Make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence? Sounds like a win-win. I think I'd rather not take the chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't like the thought of opening a door for something worse. I feel like something worse is about to happen. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost really has you freaked out. Okay. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Follow the Dilf. You know what? You know what's funny? I can also see the Dilf getting together with Avery. I don't know why. I'm just kind of feeling the vibes there, you know? I'm just feeling the vibes. Don't ask why. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Yeah, that's gotta be tough to scrub out. Does another county own this house? Do they know about the damaged carpet? Have you seen your house? I don't see how that's relevant. Weird. I'm not getting anything. It's not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely supernatural. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count, and it just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be the paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea. I've never heard of a bleach-activated ghost before. You don't use bleach to clean a carpet, Tabitha. Whatever. How am I supposed to know that? Not everybody gets to learn how to clean things. If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. The stain is an attempt at expression. There are no words, no decipherable patterns. We can still feel it. A cry for help from something that has lost its voice. Something is crying out for help. Huh, you might be onto something, Blues. I wonder if blood spells something out on the floor underneath. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? In a house owned by the government? Nope, I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. Don't worry, I'm sure they'll take you to court for neglect instead. Did it not occur to you that there could be a leaky pipe under the floor? I hate to agree with Tabitha on anything, but some kind of structural damage does seem likely. Tearing up the carpet doesn't seem like such a bad idea. Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around is stained in reddish brown. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if somebody lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. We can't be mythical and street smart and fucking not. We know we're going down there. We're going down there, right? Of course we are. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the rest of it's coming from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted, all right. We got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can feel it. Still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever it is under the hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. The water dissolved with chalk around the edge and leaked through to the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red ass dirt. It's simple as that. She's clinging. She is clinging. She's clinging for any sort of hope. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Well, you tested it wrong. It can't be blood, right? Kanika's right. You've got a muddy floor, and that's why it's so cold in here, too. There's wet dirt under the house. Congratulations, we solved your ghost problem. Blues, let's go home. No way. There's an old hatch in the floor that someone tried to seal up. We're not leaving until we know what's down there. I'm with Stella. This is my room, and I need to know what's going on down there. Have you considered they may have tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevice. I'm going for it. We went for it, and no, everyone is gone. We are in his living room, and everyone is gone. We're fucked. At least physically, this is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. Oh, this is gonna be fucking trippy. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's still with an undercurrent of mold and earth. It makes you feel claustrophobic, as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. How did we end up back here? Where's everyone? Did we pass out again? Was there a gas leak in this basement or something? She keeps ditching me. Is fainting some kind of weird family thing? Is there a genetic condition I need to be worried about? Not that I'm aware of. Nothing like this has happened before you got into town. Who knows what sort of nastiness was festering in that basement? Your cousin marches to the front door and opens it. Why does it look like Oscar's house is in front of us? Didn't we just leave? I must be misremembering things. Let's go. No, you're right. There shouldn't be a door there. Clearly. Whatever was in the basement is messing with our heads. We just left Oscar's house. The library has to be on the other side of that door. The two of you cross the hallway and open the door. Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. This. Tabitha? Please tell me I'm not the only one seeing this scratchy shadow in the distance. You're not. What the hell is that thing? Am I having a stroke? Are you having a stroke? Are we both having the same stroke at the same time? Did we die? Don't be so dramatic. I think I know if we're dead. There's gotta be an exit somewhere. We just have to look. Wait. Do you hear music? Ooh, shit! Startled the shit out of me. I hate it. Oh, Stella. Oh, Gretchen. All right. Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadows rises to attention. Stella? Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Huh? Ooh. Okay, Mythical's about to get a full busting. Eddie. It's Charlie. What? Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine now. I'm not a child anymore. Edwardine? Eddie, you've got to be kidding me. This isn't Stella. This is the lover. What are you talking about? The part of me that lets me know who other people says that this is the lover. It used to say that this was Stella. What, pray tell, does that little part of your brain tell you I am? Funny, it says favorite cousin in the whole wide world. Love you guys. Har har, very funny. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone. And you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught up, I don't think you understand what father might do. Oh, crud. I think I missed a line. Oh, I get it. You two rehearsed this little scene just to freak out your cousin. Cool, you can stop now, I get the picture. I don't know how to explain it, but lines keep popping into the back of my head like these quiet whispers, and I missed one. Do you think she's got some kind of script? Maybe when we're done, she'll go back to normal. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy, and now I'm the only Scarlet left besides father. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Shut up, shut up! Screw your family, screw my family. Why are we letting the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? Tabitha stares at you, speechless. You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. Aww, you have two mysticals. You're right. What I came back for isn't worth it, but you are. I won't leave the hollow without you. If you change your mind, I'll be around. She's gone, alone with the shadow in the corner of the room. Come on. We must have taken the wrong door out of the annex. We're getting out of here before anything else happens. We have to go after Stella. Absolutely not. We're not being drawn deeper into this weird garden, greenhouse, whatever it is. She yanks your arm, pulling you back the way you came. Where did the annex go? Let's just open the door. You step forward and open the door. Shit's popped off. Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. Are you kidding me? This is messed up. We need help. God, please let this call go through. Tabitha anxiously taps her foot as she waits for her phone to connect. Hey, it's... What? No, it's Tabitha. Didn't you see the call ID? Stop interrupting me. Can't you hear what I'm... Your cousin is cut off by the dial tone of a disconnected call. Great. She couldn't hear a word I said. Looks like we're on our own. Oh, Rosalina. Junior, pack your things. Quickly. Hurry. Jesus. Rosalina, you scared the shit out of me. There's Z. Maybe we should run him out on the rail too. Make an example out of his whole family. Mama, what's going on? Am I gonna have to deal with you doing this all night? Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little time. Oh, he has a cut here. Maybe this is Alexis and not Z. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to go gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. The mom was talking about the collapse, right? Is that who you think that little girl is? Yeah, I think you're right. Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on the way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. And as far as you, lady, what makes you think you're gonna be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Daddy said when he's not in here, I'm the man of the house, so you don't get to push us around, mister. I'll call the police. Oh, so you're like some kind of toddler now, aren't you? Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. What makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too instead of lazing around this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Yeah, I think this is Alexis. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out here. Now get out unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. It wants revenge on our family. That's why we aren't possessed. But neither of us have done anything wrong. It's been over 100 years since the collapse. It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones, even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. You're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Yeah, that's Alexis. The mother and the mom are whisked away, leaving you and Tabitha in the empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. We're in hell. We both died and we're in hell. Okay, there's so many ditchlings here. Ditchlings? You mean those gross little creatures looking around? Yeah, they really are, a lot of them. Who do you call on the phone earlier? Friend of the family. Not that it matters. The call didn't go through, so we're on our own. Okay, let's put our heads together. So what do we know? We know that we can't leave, and we know that we're not possessed, at least as far as we can tell. Whatever we saw in this room at least happened right after the Shah mine collapsed in 1918. And we saw the ghost of those mines in the last episode. Or the episode before last. I think the only option on the tables for us right now is to keep doing what it wants us to do. Maybe it'll stop at some point. Maybe we'll figure out a way to escape. You're right. There's only one way to get to the end of this, shall we? Yeah, let's get this over with. There's a cross on the floor. You and Tabitha walk to where the pounding door used to stand and step into the void. Yep, there's a ditchling in the background. You're outside and it's night. A false moon looming massive in a painted sky. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively. Their calls are naturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of the pond. What magic words do we have to say for you to let us go? We're sorry, okay? Whatever our family did to piss you off so much. We're sorry. Hello, nurse! Arf! Arf! Bark! 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 I mean, you poor dear. Well, I've been keeping track of you. Scuttling around town like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Back off, lady. I don't know you, and if you know what's good for you, you don't know me either. Who's this one supposed to be? The nosy neighbor? There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to you, the two of you youngins. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want. isn't it? I think I'll do this. So, Edwardine and Charlie. Let me just spoil it for you and say it doesn't work out. Our great-grandfather's name was not Charles. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you all know. It's Enoch. Even if you've dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what would happen to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? What do you know about Enoch, Tabitha? Our great-great-grandfather. He's in charge of the mines when they collapsed. I don't know much besides that, so don't bother asking. We would never be like them. We love each other. My mother loved his money. As soon as it was gone, so was she. Then all he loved was booze. Me and Eddie aren't like that. Tabitha stares ahead in riveted silence. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you both can go free. No more misfortune. Not for you. Not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. The witch mimes handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. I don't understand. Is this a map and some kind of poem? That's where you'll find them. You need her there. And be careful. Good luck to the both of you. I hope you get your happiness. Bye, Kanika. And then she's gone. Tabitha sighs. Okay, let's find out. Let's find the way out. Unless you have any ideas, I don't think there's anything else we can do until we get to the end, or until we die. Whichever. Before two of you can leave, a smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh, with a tinge of saturine and stomach-turning scent of decay. There you are. I would have found you sooner. But the resident clearly doesn't want me here. Jeez, it doesn't seem to have the same issue with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders always manage to slip through the cracks, don't they? Nope! Quick, Tabitha, let's team up against them. Or a better idea, let's run away instead. You know that won't do you any good. I'm never far away, even if you run. What an unfortunate situation you've been dragged into, Blues. I don't think that girl is any good for you. Sella? Was that her name? Seems skilled at finding trouble. Maybe I should pay her a visit soon, if she makes it out if you're alive. Tabitha bolts from the underbrush, desperately pulling you along. Stella. Tell me now, did you kill Sam Wayne? Absolutely not. I'm telling you the truth. Please stop asking, and if you see that thing again, just ignore it, or better yet, run away. She isn't lying. If Sam Wayne is dead, Tabitha had nothing to do with it. Now come on. If we got in here, there must be a way out. Woof. The two of you step out from the brush and into a long wooden corridor lined by bottles and rails. There's Z! A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. Poor Oscar. As the caretaker is swept away, the room pulls itself to you and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. The father lies in its center, looking pitifully small. Like, it's so disgusting to hear. Ew. sorry, boy. Sorry I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry for these troubles. Mean I'm leaving you all alone now. Oscar, I'm so sorry. This looked especially painful, like on an emotional level. Even if everyone else could understand what we're saying, I wonder if you can even hear us. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. Oh, what bullshit. Strike a nerve? It was Charles Shaw's fault. That's just fact. That's not what we saw in the mines yesterday. I'm going to be honest with you. I couldn't make it a bit of sense of what I saw down there. I mean, if you could, are you going to believe some weird otherworldly vision more than your own family? This isn't something I was told. It's in the history books. You're right. I've been using that excuse for too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept when he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still, they destroyed our legacy, boy. Both of our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our names is cleared. Not until you can pass on this story, this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'll see what I can do. Get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Damn it, boy, I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise me you'll go back and at the very least show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. I'll go back. Watch as the father's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. This ghost is so full of it. Your cousin steps forward and disappears through the hole left in the bed, leaving you to follow. Yeah, Tabby Cat is fully in denial. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against the trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of the prison loom over both all of it and all of you. Hey, yo, look at that face up there. Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. They've gotten sloppy. You should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. Ooh, Avery. What the hell is the entity? Who are you? One of Eddie's brothers? I thought they were dead. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies, like you, Charles Shaw. Tabitha, does our family have a history of locking up folks in some sort of rich people dungeon? What a ridiculous question. Of course not. I think I would know if our family had a history of imprisoning human beings in the estate. Is that a thing people actually do? A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs in your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. Yes, it seems your little trice bore fruit. And oh, would you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? Tabitha's eyes go wide. Wait. The fruit is in... Shh, let it talk. I think it might be important. Tabitha's like, shut the fuck up. No, you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through that door just fine. Just fine. The world around you swirls, and you and Tabitha find yourselves pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsating before you. There's so many locks. I can't free you if that's what you're here after. Stop talking. You might miss something. That's not what I invited you in for. Couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer you a warning. Leave town. Now. Absolutely not. I'm not leaving town without her. Especially if what you say is true. This guy has nobody to blame for but himself. You hear that, Ghost? You were given every warning. You could have just left. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. If I were you, I would use my healthy legs to run as far away from Scarlethollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you take a permanent vacation there? You're wrong. I know it's possible. I have that weird map. I have the spell or whatever it is. Me and her are going to get out of here. Ah, you've been talking to the witch, then. How very interesting. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Stella. Eddie, you pregnant? How does it know that? This is too much. I just want to go home. Do you feel sick? I feel sick. Tell me everything. Why are we riveted by that conversation? Charlie isn't related to us. That's what you're asking. I know that much, I think. But I guess there was some family secrets I was never let in on. I was just surprised. Come on. The quicker we get through this, the quicker we'll be out of this ghost place. Hopefully. You and Tabitha walk after Stella into the darkness. So fucking creepy. You and your cousin find yourselves crouched under a large table. The lover stares through as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo at the ends of the table. I don't know why, but this feels so much worse than the last room. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. Of course, it's a present. When you look at it, you can remember all the fun we've had. So now you and Stella are both doing baby voices. Don't expect me to let you live this down if we get out of here. I'll try to keep away from my brothers if they don't smash it. Though I wish I would make it move like you can. You could even do voices. You know, I could possibly make real money if you put on a show for people. That's the plan. I want to be able to travel and I want to be a traveling performer. Why don't you come with me? We can go from town to town putting on a show for other kids. Guess that didn't work out for him. Traveling show. And you want me there too? Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful places in the world. Of course. We can go anywhere you want. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. There. Are you done now? Charlie, can we leave? Everything crashes into a thunderous black before you or Tabitha can get in another word. Woof. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor in the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. You worthily step towards the trapdoor. It creaks open all on its own. Oh god, this is so much worse than opening it ourselves. You and Tabitha are shoved from behind and tumbled through the patch. We would have just walked down there, you know. Oh boy. It took some digging, but it's there. The map was right. This means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is that Enoch did, we can undo it. We can be happy together. Eddie? Oh. She mad at him. She mad at him. I think I'm gonna be sick this time. Your cousin violently heaves into the void, but nothing comes up. There's nothing. This place is completely empty. Who is Edwardine in relation to us? She was our great-grandmother. Oh God. Was Charles Shaw Jr.? No, we're not related to him. Edwardine had more than one child, and our grandmother, Mary Bell, was the eldest. Shit. Okay, maybe I don't have a neatly constructed logical argument for why he can't be our great-grandfather, but someone would have told me. Why aren't these broken memories time-stamped? Oh boy. This is gonna get real bad before it gets good. Woof, this is gonna get bad. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? Their names are back to normal. They must not be in character anymore. Maybe it's getting weaker. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Or maybe it's getting stronger. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Until you do, I cannot die. I want to die. Please. I've been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years. To pay for the years that were taken from me. What are you saying? My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. No, it's absolutely not fair. You've got to be kidding me. Neither of us had anything to do with what happened to you. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. One of you must forfeit. It doesn't matter which. Bullshit! You can't actually make either of us do anything, can you? I can keep you here. And I can do whatever I want with them. You can refuse, but if you do, then I will stay. I will stay until I get what I am owed. I don't understand. You will live a shorter life. I will finally be satisfied. I will have justice. I will finally die. I will leave this house at last. How much shorter will my life be? You aren't seriously entertaining this thing, are you? This isn't for you to know. Just as it wasn't for me to know. One day, sooner than you'd like, you will die. That's one hell of a problem. So basically, we free this ghost from torment. We free the ghost, and in turn, we lose, like some of our life points are taken. That's fucked. I hope I didn't come too late. Mom. All of you had better get out of here before the spirit regains its composure. This is certainly a strong one, isn't it? Don't worry about the others. They are safe. I got your call, Tabitha, but it was definitely not easy getting down here. Get us out of the pit, Sybil. Tabitha? I don't think it's wise to leave something like this where anyone could stumble across it. Why is that my problem? It wants something, doesn't it? I think you know which one of you should volunteer. You must be joking. You're the eldest cousin. You're the one who actually lived in this town. It's only right. Absolutely not! We should just leave. I'm not giving in to the demands of some dead guy. Honestly, I've always had a hero complex. I'm not leaving before I put this to rest. You take a step towards the spotlight. As you move forward, you feel Tabitha's hand on your shoulder. Blues, what are you doing? I want you to be safe. Blues. Sybil is right here. Please don't do this. You wordlessly step into the spotlight. This music is really beautiful. Well, holy shit, that's a way to end it, right? Man. The music is so beautiful. Like this song, I absolutely love it, but holy shit. Sleep well, Charlie. Sleep well, man. Glad I could help. Glad I could help. For the first time in what feels like hours, the earth around you feels solid, real, but also soft. You feel it pressing in on all sides, cold growing tighter and tighter by the second as the soil settles. Your arms tear at the earth until they break through into the air. Collapse onto the floor. You hoist yourself from the pit and collapse on the floor. You feel like death. No, Blues, what happened to you? You look awful. It's done. Tabitha, if you have any regrets, keep them to yourself. You try to think of the words to say, but you're still delirious from what happened, and you struggle to form coherent thoughts. Come along, Blues. Let's get you home. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Tabitha rushes to your side to give you a shoulder to lean on as you walk. You're outside. It's real this time. The cool breeze chills you deeper than it should, and you realize just how drained you feel. Your legs are heavier, harder to lift as you make your way down the steps of the library, your lungs wheezing as if you run a marathon. You can almost feel how pale your face has become, your lips dry and thin, your hands almost trembling with the effort of raising them to your face as you trace new lines and the furrows that have formed there. I'm gonna wait by the car. Just let me know when you're ready to go home. Your cousin walks off before you can get a chance to respond. I'm gonna peace out too. Back-to-back encounters with our own mortality. Got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Z walks off down the road. I'm so sorry. I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what y'all were planning to do. How were we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so... Kanika stops mid-sentence as she realizes what happens to you. Oh my God, Blues. You poor thing. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. And poor Rosalina. I'll make sure to bring them both some tea later. I think I have just the thing. Mom, this is no time for tea. Jesus, the girl's lost a leg. She needs real medication. Real medication comes from natural ingredients, doesn't it? What I have to offer is no different than what Dr. Kelly would prescribe. And besides, after all you've seen, are you really so sure that you have much of a grasp on real and unreal? Blues, did you? I think for the first time, I'm not going to go with mystical. All that matters is that Rosalina can go back to sleeping in her own home. I'm so sorry you had to lose so much to make it that happen. If I had known what would be taken from you. I'm gonna headcanon that I went from Because looking at all of their faces, right? Like looking at Avery, Kanika, Stells, Reese, I'm gonna say they're like 20s, like maybe early 20s. So I'm gonna say I aged. So I'm gonna say like 23 to 25. So I aged a decade. So I'm like 33 to 35-ish. So you know what? I think I'm okay with that. So it's true then. Ghost really took away years of your life. I'm afraid so. Everything in this world has a price. Those years were unfortunately what it took to put that spirit to rest. I can't believe Tabitha let you do that. It's outrageous. If anyone should have paid a price to put that ghost to rest, it should have been her. You don't even live here. You're barely even a Scarlet. It's just so unfair. Just because I happen to make a choice, it doesn't mean that someone else should have been obligated to make it instead. It's kind of the whole point of having free will. That doesn't make it any less unfair. I agree, it is unfair, but I did my best to sway her, and what's done is done. There's no use dwelling on things. Kanika takes a deep breath and sighs. Can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through in the last day, how could I have let this happen? You actually tried pretty hard to warn us about things, Oscar. None of us took you seriously, though. Well, I should have done a better job warning you. I should have known how bad it could have gotten in there. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just gonna sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was gonna make us go in there no matter what. Just... Kids. You didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. They're gonna move out of that house. Like, high key, they're gonna move out of that house. Is Stella okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's just standing off by herself. It'd be a normal reaction for anyone who else had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. I think I'll go talk to her. I'm gonna go check in with her. Walk over to Stella. Oh, hey, Blues. You seem shell-shocked. I'm sorry, Blues. I don't think I could talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. Yeah, she's fucked up. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, that'll make her clam up even more, which is true. She runs away from her problems. That's what Stella does. But I think she's kind of like Tabitha in that way. I really should have just gone with, you know what? I should have just gone with Kanika. Like, real talk, and like hooked Stella and Tabs up, because they really jive well together. I mean, I don't regret being with Stella, because, you know, she's the Chloe Price to my Max Caulfield, but still, I feel like they have a little bit more synergy now, because they seem to, one likes to run from their problems, one likes to bury their problems and ignore them. I feel like, maybe, I don't know. Ow! I don't know what happened there. Ouchies! Oh! Okay, so normally I would take that out the video. But when I was about to say the next line, I was looking across the room, and I swear I saw something. I saw a shadow dart from one wall into the closet. Oh shit! And I was so surprised that I couldn't think. Oh, jeez. I couldn't even mute this in time. Oh shit. And I don't mean on the floor either, it was on the wall. Ow. She's a strong girl, she'll be okay. And nobody here should be rushing after anyone right now. Oh shit. That goes definitely for you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. You better not get any ideas either, Blues. You need time to recover. I ran into Wayne in one of those rooms and he vaguely threatened Stella if I keep poking around. Wait, are you serious? That creep threatened her? Shouldn't be worried about her? He also crushed a ditchling with his bare hands. It was pretty scary. Yeah. Oh shit. That hurt. I was so shocked. Ooh. Ooh. That's just another reason why we should keep our distance. Stella's smart. Hope she'll be okay. There was someone else in there? That's my house. Rose and I live in there. Did he say anything to you? We don't need to trouble Blues for any more details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. I'm too tired. I should head back with Tabitha, and I should head back inside. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you, all of you, again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Speaking of... So in the last few episodes... Trying to get all this going. Just rough. Okay. Kanika rarely treks back to the general store. Before I go, Sybil placed a hand on your arm, holding you back for a moment. Would you have questions for everything after you saw tonight about what's happened to you? But let's not get into that there. I think everyone can use a little rest and relaxation right now, yourself included. If you're swinging by the tea room sometime tomorrow, say early afternoon, you and I can have a little chat. I'll see you then, Blues. And it's just me and Avery. I guess it's just two of us now. Do you have an idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. Prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. Guess we got added to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now, it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. Guess you finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. Every chuckles then grabs at their ribs, wincing. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was thrilling, knowing we all went through it together, and it makes it easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the snores really starts to set in. Which reminds me, I better go back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. I hope you feel better soon. Let me know if there's anything I do for you. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Time to wrap up things here. Holy shit, I don't even know what that was that zipped past. I was so shocked. But even now, I'm struggling. Oh, shit. Oh, look at the borders of the... Hold on. Look at the borders. They were not like this earlier. It really fucked me up. We got both my virtual self and my real self got fucked up from this. As you get into the car, the exhaustion of the night's events overwhelms you. The ache in your bones become dull throb as your body sinks into the seat and your eyelids pull shut as if weighed by lead sheets. We're back. Do you need me to carry you inside? That would be nice, actually. It hurts to be alive. Your cousin sighs. I was joking, but okay. Your cousin walks around to the passenger door and does her best to drag you back to the foyer. You're back inside. The chill of the night breeze is a little better here, but your legs are numb with exhaustion. Well, we're back. I have to imagine you want to go to bed. Oh, before I pass out, Avery made it sound like your workers are about to go on strike. Just wanted to give you a heads up. Which is crazy. Which is crazy, by the way. All of that is like, oh yeah, strike. I knew that's why they were ramping up. I knew that's what they were ramping up to, but they're bluffing. They value their paychecks too much to take on that kind of risk. I'm sure this all blow over soon. If it doesn't, well, I guess this bad week will just keep getting worse. But you've got to get to bed. You look like death. You find yourself unable to object. Don't keep poking around looking for trouble. You just have to make it up to the funeral. 4 more days, that's all. Then the bus comes. You know, I don't have to leave the holler. I could get used to this place. You're delirious. Anyway, night. See you tomorrow. Hey, she's warming up to me, though. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Before your thoughts can drift away to nightmarish recollections of hours past, your phone buzzes on the nightstand. Hey, sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much, so sorry you got hurt in there. Just need some time to get a handle on things. Sorry. Take all the time you need. Put your phone back on the nightstand. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest. At the expense of unknown years of your life, the specter of the night's events will linger over you for every day you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly pay for the crimes of family you never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe they can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. And just like that, that's the end of it. Woo! This episode was a trip. I don't know what that was. Not only was I creeped out by everything that happened here, I was creeped out about what happened in real life. But you know what, though? I had a great time all the same, and I hope you guys did too. So if you guys want to see me tackle, the final chapter for now, because chapter 5 is supposed to come out soon, this year, I think. But, if you guys want to see more, hey, like, comment, subscribe. Until then, au revoir. I better, I'll just exit this way.